Okay, so in this question, they want us to write the equation for this function in slope-intercept and standard form. So slope-intercept form is when you have an equation in the form where it says y equals m, the slope, times x, plus b, which is the y-intercept. And standard form is when you have a, some number, times x, plus b, some number, times y, and that equals a constant value c. So we're going to actually create basically two different forms of the same function. So how do we do this? Well, let's start with slope-intercept form. I find it to be the most friendly. Here you would identify 2 points. Here, this is 3, 3. That's this point. And this point down here, you can see it counts -2, -4, and then this must be -6. So that's 0, -6. Once you have these 2 points, all you have to do is find the slope. So the slope between these 2 points will be nice and easy to work with. We already know the points. I'm going to count how far up and over we have to go. That's the rise and the run. Now slope is equal to, and always equal to, rise over run. We could subtract and calculate, right, to find the rise. 3 minus -6. Subtract those y values. That's 9. Over 3 minus 0, which is 3. So our slope would be 3. Or, when you're given a graph, I suggest counting, because here I notice that we go up 6 and over, right? Up 9, excuse me, and over 3 as well. So it's 9 over 3. And again, that can be calculated here as well. This point that they're giving us, this 0, -6, this is your y-intercept. And that's the b value in the function. So now we're already done with our first task, which was to find this in slope-intercept form. And our equation would be y equals what? Well, mx, or 3x, plus b, and b is the y-intercept, and specifically the b value of the y-intercept, so plus -6. And that's one way of writing this, and that just means y is equal to -6 plus 3 times the amount of x's you're looking at. In standard form, if you break it down and think of what's happening, you're going to get these two terms here, and when x is equal to 0, right, this term will disappear, and that's going to be the y-intercept, right? Or that's going to lead you to the y-intercept. So what is this? What am I talking about? Well, here, right, the nice thing about this form is you can quickly find the x and y-intercepts. Now we know our function is going up 3 and over 1, so as you can track it here, just to kind of get a sense of what the x and y-intercepts are, we lead to this point right here, which is 2, 0. That's our x-intercept. So we have these two things, right? We know what the x-intercept is, we know what the y-intercept is, and we're really just one step away from writing this in standard form. So, and in fact, standard form and slope-intercept form are always just a few steps from each other. If I just subtract 3x from both sides in our slope-intercept form, let's see what happens. If I subtract 3x from both sides, right, I get y minus 3x on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, 3x minus 3x is 0, and what is left is -6. And lo and behold, I have my equation in standard form. All I did was change the order, right? I moved a term over from one side to the other. And now I can change the order of the terms here to get it so that x is first if I want that. I don't need that, but and here that equals 6. So this is our equation in standard form, and what I'm talking about with the intercepts is if x equals 0 and you plug it into this equation, you would be able to find quickly the y-intercept. Remember, the y-intercept is when x equals 0. If you plug it in here, you would get -3 times 0 plus y equals 6, and that just means y equals 6. So it tells you when x is 0, y is 6, tells you the y-intercept. And you can also quickly find the x-intercept here. When y is equal to 0, what does x equal? Well, -3x plus 0 equals 6. Solving for x, we get x equals -2, right? You divide both sides by -3. So that tells you that what? Well, when y is 0, x is equal to -2. That's our x-intercept. So we get our y-intercept and x-intercept quickly in using this function. And that is usually how the standard form can be really advantageous to you. Thanks.